Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? So, giving games a second chance. Now, I know everybody has a few bad games in their collection, but I feel like, giving games a second chance or a second look may be valuable, and I have a few examples to share today. Granted, some games are worse than others. Some games you just have to force yourself to sit down and play. Like the example I'm going to get into now. I guess here we go.
Still the best. And 5 out of 5. That's what GamePro said about new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. It's the ultimate challenge, and it's available now. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, rated teen.
So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Now, I love the Tony Hawk series, but I never played this one back in the day. I've played Tony Hawk's 1, 2, 3, and then after that I thought I went to Underground, but apparently there's a fourth Pro Skater game, and I figured, hey, why not buy it, try it out. I wasn't really a fan of it at first. I got it for the GameCube. The graphics weren't too great. It was decent. But then I figured one day I was bored, I had some extra cash, and I bought it for PS2, and it was slightly better. The graphics were better, the gameplay was much more smoother. The game just ran better on PlayStation 2 compared to the GameCube. I wonder why that is. But the point that I'm getting at is it's always worth giving a game a second chance. Sure, I had to buy the game twice, but I feel like I'm better for buying the game twice. I mean, if I just kept it for GameCube, I would have thought, oh yeah, this game sucks. Now that I have for PS2 and actually gave it a chance, it's pretty decent. It's not the best compared to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 or Underground, just in my opinion, but the game's alright.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands. Episode 1, Racer on N64.
Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I've tried watching the movies, I can't get into it. It's just not for me. But I heard Star Wars Pod Racer was a classic for the N64, and I decided to pick it up. I got it for cheap, like $12, so I figured, it might be worth it. It might be worth it to give it a chance. Now, when I first played it, again, I thought it sucked. I don't like Star Wars, so I figured, this game is just trash, but I figure if it's a classic for the N64, I might as well keep it. And of course, one day I was bored, I decided to play it again, and it was good. This is just my opinion as somebody that doesn't really like Star Wars. Just take out the Star Wars, and it's a good N64 racing game. And that's all it is. Now, is there better N64 racing games? Yes, of course. Mario Kart 64, Rush, Cruis'n USA. There's a lot of good ones, but I heard this one was good. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of it, but it's decent if you want to play an N64 racing game.
An evil empire is sucking the life force from the planet, destroying all that's in its path. It's up to one soldier of fortune to save the world. If he succeeds, you survive. If he fails, you can always hit the reset button. Final Fantasy VII.
PlayStation.
Final Fantasy VII. So I've heard a lot of good things about this game. I heard it was a great RPG. I heard it was a classic for the PS1. And of course, I picked it up. And me personally, I'm not an RPG guy. It's just not for me. But I honestly really pushed myself to like this game since I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'd always try to dedicate time to this game. Whenever I hooked up the PS1, I forced myself to play this game. Or whenever I wanted to play any games, I'd force myself to play this for 15 minutes. And it's... you can't really force yourself to like a game. And to other people, this game is really good, but to me, it's just not that way for me. I don't get the RPG elements, I don't get the turnstile combat. Again, just not for me. But I feel like this experience is sort of valuable. At least I know I don't like this game, and I mean, hey, Final Fantasy VII goes for a decent amount of money, so if I want to, I could flip it for about $60 to $70. So there's a positive. Armed and Dangerous. So this game released for the original Xbox, and I heard some good reviews about it. Of course, I tried it out. It wasn't for me. I didn't like it, but I guess shout out to my friend Hatham Gregson out there. Shout out to him. I was talking to him, and I told him, I tried out the game, I didn't like it, and I sold it. He's just like, you know what, that game's so good, blah 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 blah. And then it got me thinking, like maybe I sold a really good game. Maybe I should give it another chance. So a couple months later, I go back to that same exact store. My copy is still there because it didn't sell because the game's bad. But I bought back my copy. I try it out, and I still don't like it. But you know what? I mean, at least I know I don't like it. And I guess, again, shout out to my friend Haytham Gruxton for pushing me to play this game again, even though it has Sega Saturn graphics. But yeah, shout out to him.
GoldenEye. Load a rumble pack.
You know how to use one of these?
And see how it feels when 007 meets N64 before Bond returns in his new movie Tomorrow Never Dies. Nintendo 64, the fastest, most powerful games console on Earth.
Alright, GoldenEye for instance. This game is actually really good. But, when you bought this N64, try it out, it's just a bit too good. I know the Sega Saturn, PlayStation 1, and N64 have primitive 3D graphics. It's really I tell you, it's primitive. So I put it down. It's really good. I mean, once you get into the game, it's good. When you start running around, shooting people, this is missions, chief heroes, multiplayer. Believe it or not, this game is actually famous for its multiplayer. Unfortunately, I can't experience it because I have no free. But it is what it is. This game is honestly really good. And I truly would really give it a second chance. Now, the main point of this video is, essentially what I'm saying is, just pick out a random game for your collection, whether it's old school or modern, and give it a second chance. You never know, it could be good, it could be extremely underrated. Just when you get a chance, to whoever's watching this, go to your game collection or go to your, console, go to your online games, whatever. Just pick out a random ass game. Just pick out something you haven't played in a while and just give it a chance. And if you don't like it, it is what it is. The game will always be there in your collection as long as your, modern system isn't broken. If your collection is retro, you could sell it, but, depending on what it is, you may not get that much. I don't know. That's just my advice to the random people that are watching this. But hey, if you want to, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, no rush. Now tell me down below. Have you given any games a second chance? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
So I'm a bigger woman, and this guy tells me, oh, I'm not interested in talking to you because of your size. I was like, it's okay, honey. You obviously don't have the right tools for the job anyway, so I'll just go find somebody with better equipment that can handle it.
Well, this is a 53 cubic yard rock bucket. Again, the machine has a total hoist capacity of 80 tons. To put this in perspective, the 53 cubic yard capacity is equivalent to about 5 normal dump trucks that you might see going up and down the road.